I'm like, Coach, I can't get going in those 60 meters.
By the time you get
well, you
there,
gotta do your best.
You hitting the wall.
Just rolling. Listen, people, Stan brought the cones out. He want to make it real.
Yeah. That's all we do.
He said 50 meters, he's disrespecting my bullies.
said we can't do 100 meters, they ain't got that endurance. Okay. They ain't got that endurance.
Mine good for about 1. Ego good for about 2.
So we got 250s then, is what you're saying.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's like race day.
Yeah.
Except you had a little prelims.
Yeah, prelims.
Little prelims.
Semi-finals, depending on the level of the meet.
So you want them going uphill or downhill? Cause they gonna hit something and be like, boom.
Yeah. Let's make it fair for the bullies.
I ain't trying to hear that, man.
Oakley do whatever. That's what I'm saying.
I hear what you said. Look, again, people, he didn't bring Rocco.
I didn't.
He know Rocco don't want this smoke.
He's an old man, man. You can't make the old man come out here and do it. He was here last week.
My dad raced me in the park like this when I was a kid. He's probably about 40 years old, and he had flip-flops on. He said, take off. He gave me a head start, and that nigga jumped over a goddamn tree this big to catch my ass and beat me at that moment. I realized very quickly, this nigga's never gonna be, I ain't never gonna beat this nigga. And finally, by the time I got old enough to, he was like, nah, I'm good. Like, this old cheating ass nigga, now I don't get a chance.
Yeah. He at home now. He had his chances. He had his opportunities. He cleared the 4-foot wall on vert. So let's let him in on that one for a little bit.
That was a good one though. That was a good one.
That shit was crazy.
I know, you see, my shit was nuts.
I didn't realize how good it was until I seen it from the angle that you had. Even the angle that she had on the camera didn't look as good from that up top, like. Ooh.
Hey, they love that shit, man. I was surprised it did so well too. Stand in front of this side because the wind's blowing, and I didn't put the wind thing on there, nor did I bring my camera back. So, a little something to be mindful of. Now, people, here's the trick. I know that I don't have Zara with me, so technically, even a dog like Ego, we'll talk about that, and like a breakdown of what's going to take place today, because he made some good points. And I've never used a parachute. I never was a parachute person. I had people invest in a treadmill, because when you start talking about top speed, right? I could turn the treadmill on and it go 20 miles an hour, 23 miles an hour. So I'm like, we gonna work speed. We gonna work speed. I ain't gonna run as fast as I can, get the parachute going, and then it finally add just a tad bit of resistance. I want all the smoke for the minute. So that just like you see the ones doing, or them folks, them kids, when they say, hey, T-Fit, can you train my kid to be faster? Absolutely. I've got a treadmill that goes anywhere from 15 to literally 23 miles an hour. And if you know anything about track, Usain Bolt used to top out at about, what, 23, 24? Top. That means when he's fully going, it's 23. So when you stepped on this treadmill, I mean, you had to be moving. And if you can stay on there for anywhere to 5 to 7 seconds, and then get to 10, get to 15, boy, your top speed changed. That first step changed, everything changed. So in this case, my point I was making is here's the cone, there's the cone. Maya, Zara, and Ego are highly motivated by me, so I could have somebody hold them and say take off, and they would go. Maya needs the motivation, so I got to think about myself. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to run this too, goddamn. That's why you gotta stay in condition for your dogs.
Yep.
What way do you normally get Oakley going?
She just likes to go.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's one of those dogs that she sees a tug, or like you said, we can put DeMarcus in a suit, whatever. She's gonna go. Yeah, she just likes to go. But like you said, she's motivated by me as well. So if I'm like, come on, baby, let's go, let's go, she's like, yeah, let's go. And the same thing with Rocco, he just does it a little bit slower.
Rocco like a jump start, like he a jump. I seen it. We should have recorded that back in the day. We wasn't on YouTube like this.
We did record it though. I think I might still have the footage. I'll go look.
Yeah, he had a little challenge, if you would, little challenge.
But that's from the lack of socialization or exposure to having stuff dragging behind him. So he's worried, like, what the hell's going on? Like, okay, Daddy, what's going on? Like, so.
But that's confusing, because the first time I ever put the thing on Zara, she never had it except the first time, and she was like for 2 seconds, and then it's like in Superman where he says, Kal-El, he starts ripping his stuff out. I was always this. And then he flies. That's how Zara's like, well, fuck, if this is what we doing, let's go. And I'm almost 100% sure nobody gonna be around but Ego. When it's time to press go, he'll be like, nigga, where are you going? I had Zara dragging it up hills and everything, and she get frustrated. And I love when my dog gets frustrated. Because my famous saying is frustration precedes innovation. And at that moment, you say, look, I could push this dog a little bit more.
Yep.
So at anywho, we're gonna put it to the test, people. Yep. Stay tuned.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, contestant number 1, people.
She ready? She like, man, y'all take too long. Y'all bully folks. Ready to go? You ready? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what are your predictions? Do you think?
Well, I think I could see Maya definitely getting at least 1, but after at least 1, she's gonna be gassed, so that she'll lose everything else from there.
That endurance is important.
I agree. I 100% agree.
It should be a pretty good little interesting race.
Her big ass, surprisingly enough, she can move, man.
Yeah, she got it. She fit. She big.
I'm in truck stop. Yeah, it's on the open. So people, this is like when Jack Henry's walking around with his dogs. Mine got that ex-dog vest. Since her babies. Her babies are what? About 11 weeks? 12 weeks old. So I'll take some time, get my dogs back to their healthy state of being. Let them pace themselves. If you're a female, there's elasticity. It takes place in joints when you're a human woman. So I'm assuming, because I'm not red, that female, dogs have the same issue, so you don't want to push it back into the work. Which is the downside. Put some pressure on you, ma. I'm trying to tell you.
Did you see that episode? Yeah, you see that? Yeah. The sign reveal? Oh yeah, that's right.
Get from an angle and use your phone.
Alright. Yeah, yeah, set that over here, like on the backside, because I'm gonna be running.
You won't be up there. Don't worry, they'll see me coming. Come over here.
We're still waiting on, because they're racing, obviously, right?
No, we're gonna do it time-wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yo, people.
I mean, we can put them side by side too.
Yeah, we could do that. She could make it. She could make it two times for sure. At least I hope so, right? Mind you, I've not been working with her. It's a motivator or something. Mind you, normally when I press Maya's button, she's good to go. Because I've had her around and she be doing shit. So we'll see how this goes. Put this right up under there. Maya, see she charged up. So Marcus about to go up there so you can see everything. Let's cross on the finish line. So get back at the angle and start panning in, all right? Okay. You ready?
So I'm gonna kind of run right in front of you almost.
Ready?
Yep.
Come on. There she goes. Come on, come on. Come on. Good girl. Woo! Zara would have finished. Eagle will finish. Good girl, man. Good girl. Come on.
She want all the smoke.
Hey, slow down.
You still up?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna get Oakley out. We gotta swap the vest out, and we're gonna see what Oakley baby does.
Hey.
How old is Oakley?
She's a 5-year-old.
5-year-old. Gotcha. Has she been doing
Condition.
this since she was a pup, or how long have you had her again?
I've had her since she was 16 weeks old. So yeah, she's been doing a lot of this stuff: conditioning, endurance, jumping, treadmills, drag bags. Just exposed her to a lot more stuff than I did with Rocco because I knew better. So she loves to run, she loves to go, and we'll see if she opens up today. Woo. Down. That's that one that lied. Out. Down. Stay. Come. Oh.
Use the barrel. Sometimes they start thinking for themselves and they're like, nigga, I got to go Power Rangers.
Hey, come here. Hey.
Oh, that's good for the basically. Maybe a little tighter. It's okay. Break.
Out. Yeah, get used to it. I'm used to it. Yeah. That bully size, huh?
I got two schnauzers to be used sooner than later.
Yeah.
Two schnauzers. When I start building these things, two schnauzers need to be good. That's versatility.
Same positioning?
Hey, yeah, you gotta go grab the bag, brother. I drug it down, I drug it over here. Yeah, nigga. John Henry ass nigga.
been working on the railroad. Yeah, get warmed up, baby.
That dog is running around, boy. That bag ain't light, is it?
Nah, it's about what, 30, 40?
That's 40 pounds at least. Talking shit to Aaron Sims. Guys, go follow Crossfire Kennels. It's my guy.
Yeah, the baby.
Hey, you saw it live. But again, he know what dog to bring. He knew what dog to bring.
Hey, the coach put his players in the best positions. I'm not sending Shaq around the corner to shoot a
And I
three.
had to bring my worst dog.
Hey, that's what you got. That's what you got, man.
That's what you got. I had to bring the worst condition, unconditioned, no condition. And she did good. Let me shout out to my listen.
Yeah, she's just had babies, man. It's okay.
Literally got some
had
babies in the
babies.
backyard and still was able to get a little bit motivated. She gets distracted. Maybe glad Zara couldn't go because Zara moved. And she's the one I had on this bitch every day. Every day at one point she was going. If I say walk, she'll walk with that book. As far as I wanted to. Oakley did great. She got that dog in her though. She got that dog in that Shepard, man. She ain't even phased.
She liked that condition. Taking me up.
This is impressive, people. This is impressive. I mean, this is part of it I enjoy right here. You never know what your dog gonna do until you do all you can with your dog, and this is the part where I enjoy him even coming with this type of episode. Like, hey, let's use the dogs running a little bit. Again, I can't complain. Mine's still finished. That's a big thing, man. Sometimes in life we overlook the little wins, right? And at the end of the day, she could have been like, "Fuck this shit,"
And not do that at all.
because she ain't did it literally in like a year, I think. It's been a year since we was over at that field at least.
Since the snow.
Since the snow. And I mean the last year's snow, not even this snow. So that's the last time she did it, which is surprising. But again, I believe in my dogs because you talk about foundation, right? Foundationally, I work with them from fucking 8 weeks until forever. This is it. Like, this is it. I want to be surprised, but also like I knew it.
And that's the difference between what I did with her and with Rocco.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what I was supposed to do with him, so I didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Didn't socialize him, didn't expose him to this, didn't do nothing. I just put stuff in trees because it was cool. With her, I actually knew, okay, get her dragging stuff, get her used to harnesses, vests, all of this stuff. So information changes a lot of stuff that you can get your dog to do. And Rocco still will do it, he's just not going to be as energetic. Let's say that.
And that's fair. And again, when we get back to the house, I'll cut another episode where we kind of talk a little bit more about what that looks like. Because again, I'm 100% sure anything I ask my dogs to do, they gonna do it. Period. I know that. He came into the game, what, about 4 years ago?
6 now.
6 years ago. I've been fucking with dogs since I was a kid, man. I mean, literally. And I don't mean just like fuck it. I remember being in 8th grade reading a book. They said the German Shepherd could hold 36 commands. I was like, ooh, that's interesting. So I told my grandparents I wanted a German Shepherd. And we got Tank and Ringo out them things. And then I was like, let me fuck with these dogs. And then I was like, well, I like that pit bull, but they would never let me get one. Because one almost killed a cousin of mine. And the only thing that saved her was the wooden floors. Like, he slipped and she shut the door. Otherwise, it'd have been her last door she ever shut. And they knew the dog would kill her because the dog crushed the kid's collarbone in the neighborhood because my dad knew what kind of dog it was. He said, look, dude hit him. Bitch my dad turned around and was like, I'll be right back. And the kid did the same thing, Dad went, and then when he did it, the dog latched onto this dude's collar and crushed the kid's collarbone. So they knew what a pit bull was capable of. They didn't think I needed one, which is fair. So as soon as I got old enough,
I got one.
I got about 10 of them bitches. No exaggeration. I could damn you every last one of them motherfuckers. And I was able to put them in homes, breed them, all this stuff. So me get back into the dog space, I know how to build that bond, that cultivate that environment, if you would. So when I press play, I'm not even like, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's like, damn, he's surprised. He ran fast. I thought he was gonna do 4.4. He did a 4.2.
Yeah,
All right.
that kind of surprise. So even when Ego got riled up first time we did that, it was like, I thought Zara would, but I didn't know. But I had a feeling.
Yeah.
And then Ego, I'm like, oh, he should be good to go.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
And he's good to go. But again, I had to press all the buttons. Press all the right buttons, build that bond, cultivate the environment, work with people like him, keep building a relationship with my dog so we can better the dog, better our experience with our dog, keep pushing our dog. So thank you as always for coming out. We got some more stuff we're gonna shoot today. This right here has been a blast, people. It's like this. Wait till about 4 more months. About 4 more months.
Yeah.
He gonna be ready to go, brother. He gonna be on this motherfucker 2 miles a day.
Ego and Juice Part 2 coming in 4
There we
months.
go, Juice. He gonna bring old Juicy Booty out here. So, hey, subscribe, like, comment, Iron Sharp K9.
Don't want to miss it.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.